Hey, you guys, and welcome to the Steele Wars Hyper Chat. It is Thursday, the 15th of July, 2021. And we're here to talk Star Wars. We're not here to talk a big week in Star Wars. All right? So let's just chill out. But we've got some good stuff to talk about with a good old mate freshly locked down in Melbourne, from Star Wars Spelt Out. It is Josh Chapman. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, man. Number 5, the 5th in the franchise, the Attack of the Clones of lockdown. So hopefully...
Oh, what does that mean? Underappreciated. It's an underappreciated lockdown, buddy.
I was going to say, hopefully, runs by very quickly and ultimately forgettable. But, whatever.
How dare you?
I had to make that work. I had to jam those prejudices in. That's not true. I love that movie. But yeah, hopefully 5 days we'll be in, we'll be out, and we'll get on with it.
Sweet. Now, I did jest about it being a big week in Star Wars. Reviewing since our last live stream, the big Star Wars stories. This is very telling, Josh. The big Star Wars story since we last streamed was that there will be no Star Wars games revealed at EA Play. That's the Vortex, the Kessel Run suction cup. Oh, definite guest day. Oh my!
You're like, oh man, I got to check the Rolodex here and see who I can talk to about some stuff, because the news is that there's no news.
I just need someone's background to talk about. I knew you'd have a fascinating background here with all your figures set up.
Oh, actually, we could do. Just give me 1 sec. We could play a little game here. Let's just do this to 1 sec. Hang on.
There's Josh's Tuckus. It's great. All right, here we go.
Let's play a little bit of This Is Your Life, Steele. Do you recognize this voice? Do you?
It's a Yoda you bought from my yard sale, I believe.
From your yard sale when you moved to LA, who's still on the shelf. I went with my daughter, who was about 2 at the time. We popped in and said hello, and you had these stacks of stuff everywhere. And you went to my daughter and said, "Oh, do you like Yoda?" And then she went, and thought it was a bit too scary, but we took it home anyway. And she thinks it's cool now because she's nearly 6. So there you go.
See?
There's a little...
I knew. I feel so bad because in our park down the road, they have the guys that have got the carriages of toys that they sell.
Mm-hmm.
Like sort of like cheap, dolls and bootleg figures, like dinosaurs.
Stuff you get at the show and stuff like that kind of thing.
Yeah. And I always try to scope it out if there's any off-brand Star Wars stuff. Nothing. You get your occasional like Spider-Man, that's packaged next to a Batman for some reason, but
Disney's got their feelers out on it. If they're pulling T-shirts, they're checking the carriage toy guys. There's one in a bin somewhere, just waiting to pull them up on that sort of stuff.
I just think it's fair game. Just let it slide for me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jason asks, did someone steal your stuff? No, Jason. I moved about a month ago, and my office will be the last room that's set up. Once this looks amazing, once I'm just surrounded by my bevy of Toro Calican merchandise, you will know that the rest of the house is perfect.
Is up to standard, which basically means Jackie's happy. You'll know, and you'll be allowed to do your own thing after that.
It's
and
not,
Harry as well.
I do have to pull you up there. It's not that I'm not allowed to do it. I can't in good conscience. Do you know what I mean? Once, if the mirror isn't mounted, I can't be mounting Jake Carnival. Do you know what I mean? That's in all due respect, Josh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
This room, this is our study at our house, and this was the dump the crap room for months after we moved in, and it was the last thing that got done.
Nothing better than a dump room.
But it means you've made it. If you've got enough room to have a dump crap room, you've made it.
It also means you're never going to get totally clean because you just
Oh,
lean.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I bought 2 new figures yesterday and I hadn't bought figures in ages. And I just looked at that wall and went, all right, we've got to the point where something's got to go for something to go on. And you start making those tough decisions. I started thinking like Chris Fresh. I think, that's the cautionary tale. That's the cautionary tale is where you end up as a guy who bought a Ninja Turtles arcade machine to try and fit into his room.
That is that's a heavy thing to try squeeze in. That's not like
I've only seen pictures. You've been in that room, but I've from the photos, I've just gone, I don't even know how you can fit anything in there.
That's no Funko Pop. That is a crate. Shall we talk about? We've got some good news for the future. Why did that this StarWars.com is doing my head in? But they're going to cut to the chase, Disney Gallery, The Mandalorian.
Oh, it's back.
Listen, why did Marvel get don't they have one like Under the Web or they've got like a cool named one? I know
they did a One Division one and it wasn't Disney Gallery.
No, it had a sweet name. Someone in the chat will know.
I watched it. I don't remember what the Make a Vision, but even the they did the big Frozen 2 documentary, which is actually great. The Frozen 2 documentary on Disney Plus is what you wish the Star Wars documentaries on the Blu-rays were. Like it's like the Episode 1 documentary. It's that vibe of like we're in a room, stuff is not working. We've got X amount of months until release, but it's really, really good just for the whole process of how they make those things. But it wasn't Disney Gallery, the making of Frozen 2. It was just like, I don't know.
This is what I don't get. And it is the stupidest topic ever. But no one else has been hit with the Disney Gallery bat. Everyone else has been able to weasel out of it.
It's a very exclusive gallery, isn't it? It's like yeah. I don't know. It's obviously somebody at Lucasfilm's idea, I suppose, and they're just sticking with it. And everyone's like, nah, too long.
It doesn't make any sense.
No.
But anyway, cut to the chase. I don't know why I'm in a Lethal Weapon film. Special episode of Disney Gallery, The Mandalorian, explores Luke Skywalker's return. Not sure if you heard about it. In season 2 finale, August 25th, exclusively on Disney Plus. Now, it's interesting that they waited so long. I wonder if the sausage factory is going to take a lot of the sausage out of the hot dog.
I mean, I think they've obviously just waited and they've just waited till it's out and started from scratch effectively. You know what I mean? Like we got to keep this thing quiet. We're not going to talk to anybody about it. We've got to go back and effectively do this making of from the start and go back and talk to everybody who's involved. We didn't film anybody before.
Can I just pull you up? If you can just use the proper fandom terminology, it's not the making of, it's the gallery.
Oh, the gallery. Sorry, the gallery people. The only thing that worries me is that we're going to see some very depressing footage of some dude dressed as Luke Skywalker throwing a lightsaber around, and he's going to be standing there with his hood off. It's going to be this weird looking dude.
That's what I was trying to get at with my sausage analogy. You know, you don't want to visit the sausage factory, or you don't want to know how the sausage is made. That's the classic saying.
You don't want to see some rat-faced stuntman pretending to be Luke Skywalker.
Because I got to tell you, I'll get this up here. Just this picture with Luke and his hood down, and he's got his lightsaber out, and you can actually see the cameraman in the
zoom and enhance on his chin. Can you see his face? How zoomed in can you get?
Because he's got his hood down, and who knows what rubber thing he's got on his face. It does look like some sweet hot toy photographer. It does not look
Looks like
it
he's
looks
got one
more
of these.
unreal than real.
He's got one of these. Like, I'm doing it. I'm filming Disney Galleries.
Oh wait, you're not getting it. You're not getting it. Oh, there we go. Bang.
There he is. Disney Gallery. There he is.
Hey, there he is.
There he is.
I will try. I don't know if I can zoom. The zooming on this is it's a tricky beast. Oh, here we go.
Just even the chin looks. Even the like maybe I'm looking trying to look very close, but that right away you're just going that ain't Luke Skywalker.
I'm now staring.
Staring at a chin and some lips.
That photo has to be. I feel like it has to be. It's not it's a photoshopped photo.
Well, is his lightsaber? Is it the prop lightsaber, or is it? Because I mean, I know they fight with those sticks that glow up now. Like they've got those sort of stunt sticks that can glow up, but that's pretty.
I feel like they definitely do it with the saber on to get the lighting references.
Yeah.
That makes it so. Like I remember hearing in a previous gallery maybe that having the lit up. Well, I think it actually was in the Rise of Skywalker documentary, but his face. Like I can look really close to my big image on StarWars.com on my other screen. Look, I'll show you how close, just for the so everyone knows how dedicated. Look, I'm this close, okay, and it looks his face looks like a He-Man action figure, like a grimacing, like Zordok, He-Man's like disgruntled cousin. You know Zordok?
Yeah. I'm brushing up on my He-Man because that new show is coming. So I am actually sort of, trying to get back to my headspace. But yeah, I don't know whether he's wearing a mask or not, or whether I guess we'll find out whether it's do you track a mask?
He's doing this.
I think it's just a dude with I think it's just like a square jawed stuntman that they're just going to lift Hamill's face onto. So I'm assuming we'll get some nice Hamill vox pops of I got a call, I couldn't believe it, they want to be Luke Skywalker again.
Here's what I think, right? I think it is a mask because I don't think anyone could have that face with Mark Hamill's build. Like his face, it is carrying so much. And especially with the green lightsaber, it does there is shades of Banner, if you will. Like it looks like maybe a bit of gamma radiations kicking in. So, yeah.
It's going to just be a very I'm just walking past a really good cosplayer.
This is going to be some gallery. We're really going to get into this.
Well, hopefully we get a good, do we have a runtime? Is it like a 60-minute? Give me a 5-parter. Or is it, if we have to spend a whole episode on Hamill's chin, then so be it.
We've got no times. We've got nothing.
Nothing. I'll be, if it's just 15 minutes or something, I'll be so annoyed.
I feel like they wouldn't. I feel like it will be at least 36
minutes.
Yeah, I feel like that's the 36 minutes is the bearable amount.
So it goes up as 45 in the thing with all the credits and the different languages. And
I'm up for 2 hours and 20. Don't get me wrong, but I feel
Empire of Dreams length Luke Skywalker.
Oh, it was an Empire of Dreams. Trust me. But anything less than 36, it's like, come on, give me my 36. It's the magic number in bonus features.
I'm glad they're doing it. Like, I'd rather have it than not have it. It's weird that it's come so late, like you said, but I guess this might just be the lean in as we lean towards Book of Boba Fett. We kind of hit the mid-year hump and we start heading downhill towards that. So maybe they'll start dropping little tidbits and things. I think, will Bad Batch be done by then? I assume that's the week after Bad Batch, is it? Perhaps finishes.
I can't be bothered working it out. I'm going to say yeah.
It's the maths, yeah. It would make sense. It would be weird if it was just on the same day for some reason.
I didn't even look. What date did we say that was? The 28th?
25th, was it? Of August?
All right, I've got to go click back on this bloody thing. What day of the week is that? Is that Wednesday? August 25th. You got a calendar up there, Josh?
I can get one. Hang on a seckie.
Come on. Come on. You're scheduling things. You told me you had something that got scheduled that got cancelled. So I imagine you've got your calendar there, calendaring away.
August 25th is a Wednesday.
Ah.
So I assume Bad Batch might finish on the Friday, perhaps, and we roll into the Wednesday.
Someone can count it up.
Someone can count up. Somebody who's good at maths. I think Catherine might have been on the chat before. She's a maths guru. She might be able to help us out.
Excellent. What else was there? There was I can't see photos of this on the right there. Did you see this Lego Republic gunship that they brought out?
No, I saw something. I know this is not quite related, but they made like Thor's lounge room as a Lego set. Is that actually true? Or was that just some people like doing a joke? I know this isn't the Marvel podcast, but I just thought that if they're doing Thor's bedroom, could they start getting a bit more wacky with the Star Wars ones?
I thought it was true. Like I sort of double checked. I can't remember what I did. I can't remember what my checklist was. But I think it's true. So, but I don't want to be fooled.
No.
Here we are.
So what was the gunship? Was it just like a big like?
Oh, the gunship is
That's the one from Attack of the Clones, isn't it? Is it the one with the arms that kind of go out like that? Is it?
Yeah, wait there. I'll get it up over here.
I've got a U-wing in a box of Lego on my shelf that I still haven't put together, that I got given as a Christmas present, that had to go up on the top shelf because I had small children. And now that one's probably big enough for Lego, I could probably bust it. Oh, geez, look at the size of that thing.
Yeah, I've actually got a Razor Crest Lego, like that big one. And once you see me start putting that together, that means the entire house is done, the office is done, and I've had about 2 months to just sit.
Yeah, and Harry's not going to put him in his mouth as well.
Oh no, that's I feel like that's a decade away.
Is he on the Duplo at the moment though?
Oh, he's loving the Duplo.
Yeah,
why wouldn't you?
We love the Duplo.
All right, so David McKay, excellent work in the chat. Says he says I think. Oh, this is unconfirmed, David. All right, well, potential Star Wars or calendar insider David McKay says he thinks the batch ends on the 13th of August. Catherine Neen would not like to be relied upon for her mathematic skills. She says, don't ask me to do practical maths. I only teach it. Oh, my stars. That was my nightmare.
That just took me back to school.
that the teachers knew that. But this thing, I always was like, I didn't collect figures during the Clone Wars and Attack of the Clones times. But one of the things that tempted me was that big Hasbro gunship. I thought it was such a sweet new big, and they just kept repainting it. Just variation after variation. But Lego is doing a 3,292 piece set.
Oof.
Going out. US, Chapman. This is none of your reject shop 30% off, whatever, Australian dollar business. 350 American dollars, potentially with sales tax added on.
Oh man! Well, I got that. A while ago, I was saying how Maya had listed all those. They'd bought like hundreds of those hyper-real Luke Skywalker Hasbro figures.
Right?
They wanted like $180 for them or whatever, and they couldn't shift them. And then they eventually went down to $99. And then the other day they were doing some clearance sale, and they went down to $60. So I was like, you know what, $60 for a hyper-real Luke from 180, I can deal with that. So I ordered one, delivered, and then he turned up. He didn't have a lightsaber in the box.
Oh, dude! So
I had to send it back.
Wait there. Sorry, I was not ready for that. Wait there. I'm sorry.
This is a vibe check.
Oh, there you go.
That was a total vibe check. Sorry, thank you, Aubrey. Yeah. So then I had to call up Maya and send it back, and they went, and I go, oh, he hasn't got his lightsaber. there's an empty spot where his light's supposed to be, and they just went, "Oh, we'll just send you another one. We've got stacks of these things."
Oh, nice.
So I'll get it back, but it was a bit of a bummer. But I'm glad I didn't pay $180 to get a Luke with no lightsaber.
$180 is it
That
like
was
have
what
you? So is what Australian price do you think this hyper real Hasbro figure should be?
I mean, I paid 60 something for it. I think I mean, you'd be paying close to 50 for a Black Series now, depending where you go.
Oh.
40, 45. I bought the Clone Wars anniversary ones, the 50th anniversary, the Anakin and Obi-Wan. I got those, and I don't buy many like new without a discount, but they were 45 or $50. I know it's getting up there. So the Hyperreal, I thought $100 would probably be what it was, because it's only 2 inches bigger than a Black Series. Like Black Series is like that, and he's about that much bigger. Like I'm sure he's got special joints inside, but I hadn't taken him out of the box. I'd sent him straight back. So when I get him back, I'll see whether he's worth whether he would have been worth the extra 120, but I seriously doubt it.
Yeah, I don't.
If anybody wants a cheap one now,
without a saber.
Without a saber, I don't know how they're going to shift it. They're just going to have to hope that it just goes to somebody who's not as meticulous.
No, you just make it. It's $30, all taped up, looks terrible.
Yeah, just like take it as it is. Like I probably could have. It was just the hilt. Like I've probably got a loose hilt that probably would have been passable. Really.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be seeing much expansion in that line.
No. I think the Lego's where it's at. That's a wise investment to keep putting out the Lego.
Hell yeah. This thing is...
The Lego store in Chadstone. Oh, sorry, Matt.
Yeah.
I was going to say, a mate of mine works for the Melbourne Aquarium, and the group that own the Lego store, this Lego experience thing in Chadstone that they put in, and it was the highest seller of Lego in the world last year. Like it sold the most Lego than anywhere in the world.
Well, I'll meet that with a far less impressive stat. In 1992, maybe 93. Busiest McDonald's in Australia. New Year's Day, Rosebud McDonald's.
Was that, you would have been too young to be working there then, weren't you?
Yeah.
Because you worked in McDonald's, didn't you? I thought you were going to say it was all thanks to me.
I'm working in the McDonald's.
Oh, you were working there.
Number one.
I knew you worked there. I was trying to do the math to think whether you were too young. So they're doing all the 50th anniversary of McDonald's. You know, Lucasfilm 50th anniversary and McDonald's 50th anniversary in Australia this year. So I don't know whether you got a certificate or a badge or a thank you for your service. There's all these ads at the moment going like 50 years of Macca's. Thank God on you, everybody.
Oh, this bit of pop culture I'm missing out on.
Yeah,
they're not promoting the 50th anniversary of McDonald's in Australia, in America.
For some reason.
At all. This is the big publicity drive. You appearing on this stream.
Yeah, I'm here to present you with your lifetime achievement award for the busiest McDonald's in was it Frankston or Rosebud? Rosebud 92. Sorry, man. It's like saying Traralgon and Leongatha.
Anyway. This thing is huge. Look at the little Lego man down there compared to
they almost look too small. Like
how dare you?
It's absolutely scale.
I actually do kind of agree in retrospect, but that is a sick bit of work. But yeah, not much else. How are you enjoying that Bad Batch? Oh, I tell you one thing. This is not. I don't know what it was, so I can't tell you, so I can't spoil it. But apparently, the Bad Batch Twitter account tweeted a tweet from tomorrow today.
Oh.
And it had something that you shouldn't have seen. I don't know what it is. So
I didn't see it. I'll keep an eye out for it.
If you're on Twitter, just fair warning.
A little bit of
someone definitely would have captured it and reposted.
A little bit of sizzle is I'm actually on Star Wars Explained tomorrow morning with Molly and Alex reviewing this week's Bad Batch. So that will be cool. It'd be nice to go on and talk to those guys. Is
this part of your McDonald's 50th anniversary in Australia publicity tour?
Yeah. I don't know if Molly and or Alex ever worked at McDonald's. I like to think maybe they met at McDonald's on working the grill. You know, maybe Molly was working the grill, Alex was flipping, serving the burgers or something. But yeah, I'll do that. I never actually worked at McDonald's myself, but I'm happy to be the spokesperson.
But I kept people employed.
Yeah, absolutely. Made them feel welcome. But no, I'm enjoying it. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's just funny. I had Matt Frost on Spelt out the other day, and he hadn't seen it yet. And I was sort of talking him through it, and I'm saying, "Oh, there's a little New Zealand girl in this." And he's just like, "What's that all about?"
Oh, he hasn't seen any of it.
No, he hasn't seen it. So he's sort of just, he's either got other things to do or he's just banking it. I don't know. It depends how you ask him. But and I just sort of said, everybody's excited about this Omega. They just think she's so genuine and she's so, she's got such integrity and all this kind of stuff. And I said, but I think it's, as an Australian, it's 50% the New Zealand accent. It's just like going on an adventure with Brett and Maine, or it's just that kind of. I think that is actually selling it quite a lot. And I think if she was just had a sort of stando American accent, whether people would think it was just as special. But I'm enjoying it. It's cool.
Stando, that is great work. That's the sort of stuff I miss. Oh my stars! Her accent's very soothing. I got to tell you, Blaster. Oh,
it's a bit Guy Montgomery as well, sort of comedian Guy Montgomery. He's got like simpler.
I was internet talking to him the other day.
Oh, there you go. You could drop some Omega stuff, but that's cool. Like, I really like how they're doing it. I like I really like the idea of that sort of like the flipping of onto the Empire, like basically like, hey, we're the Republic now with the Empire. Now we're going to kick some heads. I'm surprised that they just jumped straight into it. Just like, hey, now we're running things. We're going to start pushing our weight around. And then just what's going on with the clones as well. So
yeah, I find seeing that transition just very great mortar amongst the bricks.
Mm.
And I see the films. I see the films as the bricks, Josh.
Yeah. And it's just weird because that last episode where they were on Harris and Doula's planet, and the clones were kind of there, but there was that sort of one clone commander who was just kind of nice. He was just like, "Oh, come on, just do it. Like, just go along with it. Everything will be cool." It was just weird. Yeah, but I was kind of going, aren't they all like dicks now? Like, it's just weird that
there's more to Hauser.
Hauser, you reckon he's just playing the long game?
I reckon Hauser could be a rising star in the Star Wars canon.
The Doogs.
I think he's going up. Yeah, I am so comfortably enjoying it. Like, it's not peeking me out. I'm just like, just having a good time.
Yeah, it's we just kind of rolling along. Everybody, for the most part, I mean, I don't sort of read discourse, so I don't know if there's some people who don't like it, but it just seems like, yep, I watch it, I have a good time. Like, it drops here in the evening here in Australia, so it's sort of, like 7 p.m. Friday night. So I pop it on after put the girls to bed, and then I'll go check Les and Araj's reactions, a couple of hours later, and then that's it, really. That gives me, I get a little recap just after. So, here we go. Turbo.
Bring back the Macca's Southern Fried Chicken. Oh, buddy.
Red Rooster's doing fried chicken now.
What?
Yeah, they're muscling in. Where have you been? You've missed all this exciting stuff.
I feel like Jack from Lost. Just gotta get back to the island. Get me back. No way. How's it stand up?
I haven't tried it yet. I've just seen.
What are you doing? You're wasting your life, Josh.
The Red Rooster on Warrigal Road near me closed down, so but I will try it eventually.
Dude, I'm Googling that. I just want to see the visual, just to see it in the Red Rooster box. Everyone else that's on Australia, Red Rooster is a quite a guilty pleasure barbecue chicken drive-through chain, and they are your close friend and ally in most major airports in Australia.
Yeah, they're even at I know this wouldn't appeal to you, Steele, but they're even in most of the football grounds now as well too. You can get some Red Rooster chips or a twister or whatever they call them, strip sub. But yeah,
so
I don't know.
I'm not in for any of their wrap. I just give me
the chicken,
half the chicken. Give me a lot of chips. Oh, what? Zero buys, dude. Zero buys, and the stuffing. I'm getting homesick all over
Take him
again.
back.
I tell you fond memories. I used to go into Minotaur when it was on Burke Street. You know, it was the 3-story Minotaur, and Minotaur for everywhere else was like a comic book emporium, collectibles. You know, it was your nerd hub. It was a 3-story nerd hub, and I would, travel up there 2 hours or an hour in the car, go into Minotaur, get my new Star Wars Galaxy magazine or Star Wars Insider, whatever was there, and whatever could deal with the damages, the pressing damages of oily fingers. I would walk out of that comic book store. Next door, Red Rooster. I get my chicken and chips. I get seated. Get out my little magazine.
Day.
Oh,
what a day!
Walk
up to Virgin Megastore after that.
What would you do if you sang out of tune?
No. What was the music store at the top of Burke? There
was Virgin, and then there was
next to the Metro,
and then Gaslight Records was up there as well.
Yeah, Gaslight on the other side. There was the big music store in there. We used to, when we come up from Lingatha on the bus, we'd go there. And
that was Virgin and Brash's. It was Brash's first.
Yep.
Here's I got stories for days about that street. That Brash's, right? We went to see the punk band Propagandy. They're like a band that's on the NoFX label, Fat Records, right? So we went to see them one night, and then we went into the city to go to some like punk rock nightclub. And then I was walking home through the city, and Brash's had just wrapped up their promotion of the Star Wars Special Edition. And they'd taken down all the signage except one that was stuck above. There's this one big foam thing that they hadn't gotten yet. So I drunkenly got myself some milk crates and spent half an hour getting that bad boy off. You know, it was like, the cut foam, and it had all glitter.
Yeah. Is that the one on Elizabeth Street? The Brash's on Elizabeth Street? Is it that one?
No, it was the Virgin Megastore one on Burke.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I remember, because it had all the glitter stuff, my cab driver hating me. But I was 18, 19, young and free. We were.
That's not the worst thing an 18-year-old can do in a cab, after a big night out. Like, he probably got off pretty light, all things considered.
They were the days when you could just eat Red Rooster, read your Star Wars Galaxy magazine, and then
nick a sign on the way home.
Yeah, rip down some signage. Woo! Hey, for those that might not know, I did and are restarting my other long-running podcast, I Love Green Guide Letters, and they have a YouTube channel, or I do now, that episodes are going to be posted to. So there's a little clip up there if you search I Love Green Guide Letters, and you can watch a clip about how Harry Potter and this guy in Australia called Koshi almost got my friend fired off national television. So
I just listened to that episode yesterday. So
nice.
It was memories. It was sort of like, I wasn't at the show, but it was in Sydney, I think. But going, it just all the format and the banter and everything. It just took me back. And I think the other day, tweeting a green guide was just to see if there was a green guide down at my parents' house, and they had a green guide because I get the Edge on Thursdays, and I was frantically looking for letters. I think you're going like, do they even exist anymore? So the world's changed.
Every 2 or 3 weeks they print.
Imagine the letters about the letters not being in there.
Dude, I just did a new episode yesterday, and the letters are up to form. They are
great.
They are, yeah. But anyway, if you don't know, there's a TV guide in Australia. People write complaint letters to the TV guide, and then we review the complaint letters that have been sent in, and laughter ensues, apparently. Hopefully.
It's like the Force Awakens time again. It's just like, it's back.
Get ready. It's very kind. Very kind. But so that's if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, the new episode's gonna premiere next Thursday, Australian time, which is Wednesday American time. But anyway, Josh, tell the good people about Star Wars Spelt Out.
Yeah, so my little Star Wars podcast, Star Wars Spelt Out, going for a while. You've been on. We've had other people. Actually, I should tell a really funny story, actually, really quickly, that I just told that our buddy Andy Campbell got married last week.
Yes, congratulations.
Partner, Steph Young. They got married finally after 2 or 3 delays. And then this weekend we're in lockdown. So they absolutely nailed it. Wow. And excuse me. I was
patient
zero, fully vaxxed, mate. I was lucky enough to be a groomsman at the wedding, so I got to stand up there with Andy and some other of his mates and stuff. And during the ceremony, the celebrant took this sort of moment to talk about the other people in the wedding party. I'm like, oh, this is Steph's sister and work friend and some stuff about them, blah blah blah. And then it got to Andy and his brother, and it got to me and said, "Oh, and Josh has his own Star Wars podcast." This is during the wedding, and he's had some guests such as Johnny Grasso, Eric Struthers, and Darren Hayes from Savage Garden. And everybody went, "Ooh, Darren Hayes!" Like, famous
Johnny Grasso
musician. Everyone went, is Johnny Grasso and Eric Struthers. So I don't know whether the celebrant just Googled the podcast and they were, like Johnny's probably got an IMDb page somewhere. Struthers had some records out. So maybe in the hierarchy of famous guests, it goes, Darren Hayes, million-selling record artist, and then Johnny and Eric.
I never thought that I could be insulted by a Josh.
It did occur to me later on, like, no Saunders.
Andy Campbell's wedding insulted me. My stature. Come on.
So I don't know if the celebrant
Johnny
did
Grasso's done some acting work. I guess Struthers plays his guitar around. God damn it.
Maybe if Green Guide had come back a few weeks earlier, it might have been a different story.
Well, the only way is up from here, Josh.
Yes. So my Star Wars podcast has had guests such as Darren Hayes, Johnny Grasso, and Eric Struthers. So we're probably doing it every other couple of weeks now. Just lockdown and homeschooling and homeworking makes it a bit harder to do it, but it's around. I'm on Star Wars Explained tomorrow, and if you like Peppa Pig, and why wouldn't you? I do a podcast about Peppa Pig with my buddy Matt Frost, and we've done like 120 episodes reviewing Peppa Pig. So every time we think we're chipping into it, they just announce another season of Peppa Pig. So it's never going to stop.
Turbo says I'm 4th on the list. Damn it! Is that a fact, or are you just being kind? I'm gonna Google.
I don't know. I'd have to ask the celebrant who did it. I didn't know it was going on, but
damn it!
You could hunt her down. Ask some questions.
All right. Clearly, this one's gone on
long enough.
So may that force be with you. Enjoy Bad Batch tonight, everyone.
Enjoy.
Is it tonight? Yeah, it's tonight.
Yep.
I reckon I should have bumped out Hayes, to be honest. What's he done lately?
It was so